What's up, guys? Welcome back. So this is a knife that really needs no introduction. This is the Gerber LMF2. Now, this is a knife, I hate Gerber's sheaths for the most part. Absolutely despise them, and this is no different. Because one, you got that stupid pull-through carbide sharpener there, and as everyone knows, those are not great on your knife. Now you can detach all of this because you got this MOLLE webbing back here off of there and probably put an SE style drop loop on it, which I will probably do if I keep this. And another thing I hate about this knife is these are an absolute nightmare. This is like my third LMF to come through. I've never had a chance to film one, so I'm happy to finally get to do that. But these are a nightmare to get back over the knife, and to be honest, they don't have much retention when they're on the knife. So let's get this knife out. Toss that useless sheath over there. So you can see you got this big old freaking attitude adjuster on the back that you can use as like a hammer if you leave it in the sheath. You're supposed to be able to sit there and tap, tap, tap like that. Now it's 3/4 tang, and then there's a split in the tang going back to this. And that's because this is kind of a pilot's knife, and the thinking behind it is that way the pilot doesn't get fried if he cuts through some wire cutting his way out of a fuselage. Got a pretty good 90-degree spine, partially serrated, about 4.5-inch blade. And I can pull out my Cold Steel Swift 3, which we're also going to beat on while we're out here, just to kind of give you that blade comparison there. So you can see about a 1/2 inch more. So anyway, let's take this thing to Pound Town. Now we're only going to baton a small piece because nothing bigger than this is really what you should be batoning anyway, if you have to baton your knife. But I'm going to put the serrations on it, see if I get any rolling on this 420 high carbon steel. I don't think I will, but So, nice thing about serrations is they always bite straight in. Oh, it definitely takes more pounding than the other two blades that I tested today to get this one through, but it did it. So I'd say it's passable for batoning. Not excellent, but it'll do. However, you're about to see here in a sec something that I very much like serrations for in the woods. A lot of people say serrations suck out here, and I'm about to prove those keyboard Rambos wrong here very shortly. Okay. So let me come over there and zoom you in so you can see this. And again, I'm not editing, one, because I suck at it, really, and two, this way the keyboard Rambos can't sit there and say, oh, he rigged that test, he broke one and had another one there. So, now the trick with serrations is you want them facing like this, so you can find that edge a little easier. And wait till you see just how wispy thin of curls I can get with a serrated knife that are much more difficult to get with a plain edge. You will not believe your eyes. These would go up in a second if I had remembered to grab a fire permit so I could ferro rod them. Okay, so there's the serrated sides feathers. Now let's do feathers with the plain edge side, if I can keep them on the damn stick. Okay, now let's just make a quick figure 7 notch This is another spot where I like serrations because they just rip into there. Right? I mean, watch this. They just rip right in there. And I mean, you have your notch in nothing flat, and then you just take your plane and clean it up a little. Now, obviously, I'm not sitting here making perfect notches because I have a lot to do today, but anyway, so let me just show you here. Feather sticks from the plane edge. There's a notch again. I didn't clean it up too perfectly. And those super fine curls are from using serrations. To make my feather stick. So yeah, tell me again how serrations suck out here. Not to mention rope cutting, and you save the resource of your plane edge for game skinning or whatever. So now, time to do that good old Woodland Tactical tip test. Surprised, since I came out here intending to test these blades Woodland Tactical style, I've not introed any of my videos as Welcome to Woodland Tactical. Stabs nicely, and after all that lateral force just now on that stump, tip's still straight and attached. Now I did mar this a little bit during batoning. That's my own damn fault because I let it get too close to the wood. But everything's still intact. So there you go, guys. Just a quick little woods test of the Gerber LMF2. I am super stoked to have finally gotten one of these on camera. I've been wanting to test this on camera for a long time and finally got to. So please be sure to thumbs up, subscribe, comment, share. See you next time.